Horror Queens. So we're like literally definitely halfway there to Halloween. That was so weird. I don't know. That wasn't me. Anyways, for today's video, considering it is the month of October, and I know I probably should have made this video a little bit earlier, but I'm doing it today, so that's what matters. I'm going to be telling you guys the top 10 haunted houses in the United States of America. I looked it up, did a lot of research, and feel these are the top 10 haunted houses you should definitely go to. Like, you know, yeah, definitely go to these haunted houses because it's the month of October, the month of fear. What better thing to do than to go to a haunted house? Those are so fun. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. At number 10, we have The Cutting Edge at Fort Worth, Texas. Now, doing some research on this haunted house, basically, I guess it's a meat factory, or like before it was a haunted house, it was a meat factory, and it was there for like a really long time, and then they turned it into a haunted house. So it's like a really freaky and terrifying meat factory where instead of them processing regular meat that we eat, they're processing humans. Very interesting, very it's definitely a very creative idea, something I really haven't heard of before, but it seems rather interesting. Apparently they have great special effects. I mean, I looked at some pictures. They have some really interesting looking things. So if you live in Texas or around there, go check that out. But let's go down to number 9. At number 9, we have the Headless Horseman in Ulster Park, New York. Now, this one, basically what it is, or what I grasped from what it is, the theme of it is like witchcraft or like coven. That's what I was really getting out of it. But it does look really awesome. They have some eateries by there, you know, and they had some cute little witch names and stuff, or witchcrafty names, but it seems really awesome and cool, and I would definitely go if I could. But let's move on to number 8. At number 8, which luckily for me, I just so happened to be in this state at this time, so I was able to go to it. But we have Kersey Valley Spooky Woods, and it is in Greensboro, North Carolina. Now, the proof that I actually did go there, I have the shirt right here. It says Spooky Woods on it. It's really cute. I actually really like the shirt because anytime I go to any haunted house, I like to get shirts. But anyways, so basically, this is actually my experience. I honestly loved it. Spooky Woods, it's like a haunted attraction thing. It's like has like 5 things into one giant attraction. They have it's like an old western like town. They have a ton of cute little shops. They have like the merchandise shop, of course. Then they have like a shop where you get your food. Like they have like kettle corn. They have like hot fudge. Like they have some really good food there. I tried it. But once you get there, like actually enter Spooky Woods as a whole, like it's really intense. Like once you enter, or not really intense, but once you enter, they're already starting to scare you. Like they have actors dressed up and they'll start doing freaky things. Anyways, basically what Spooky Woods is, sorry me rambling, but there's like a bunch of different attractions. You go through this house, and it's not really scary. It's just kind of weird at first because you know they gotta warm you up. Then they have a hayride. There's like a hayride or two they have you go on, and it's not your normal hayride. The things jump onto whatever we were on, or whatever you're on for a hayride. They were jumping like zombies or whatever they were. You could see the silhouettes, and they were jumping onto it, like sitting next to you because they can't touch you, of course. But the hayride was awesome. They have their creepy forest. It's like a haunted forest like thing. Then they have like a haunted castle. And then they have a haunted corn maze, which has fog everywhere, and things follow you. It's really weird. I personally was not scared by this, but it was really awesome. You guys definitely should go to Spooky Woods if you have the chance. You will not regret it whatsoever. But let's move on to number 7. At number 7, in Cincinnati, Ohio, we have the Dent Schoolhouse. Basically, with the Dent Schoolhouse, it's a schoolhouse, and it's really haunted and creepy. This is just what I grasped from the website. Like, they change their attractions, usually like a third of them every year, so, you know, because that's good to mix it up. But to me, this stuff looks really freaky, and it looks interesting. I would definitely suggest going there. It's like, people say it's like going through or coming out of horror film. But yeah, go check that out. But let's go on to number 6. Number 6, we have Erebus, which is in, I believe it's Pontiac, Michigan. I don't have quite to pronounce that. But this haunted house actually seems really interesting. If I was able to go to it, I would. And also, I could be wrong. I think this is the biggest haunted house in America. Again, could be wrong, but that's what I think. That's what I heard somewhere. But anyways, basically what this haunted house is there was this doctor man, and he created a time machine, and I guess he worked for the government, or their story, created it for the government, and people. He sent people back in time, and there was some glitch where like there was a virus, and like these people got infected or something like that, and he kept sending more and more people through the time machine because I guess, or someone the government like fired him or got rid of him, and he decided to work on it on his own. So he kept getting more and more people to go through the time machine. Then it became broken, very unsuccessful. So then he turned the time machine into a haunted house, and that way people, the general public would fund it for him, and he could get people to go through it for him. So that one seems really interesting, kind of creepy, considering it somehow has that connection, like, to people. I kind of think that's creative. But let's go to number 5. Number 5, we have The Darkness in St. Louis, Missouri. With this one, apparently, it has, like, levels of darkness, or that's, like, the theme, or 2 floors of darkness, terror vision in 3D, and a monster museum, and apparently they have the best, like, 3D haunted attraction ever. And the picture looks kind of cool. But, yeah, it actually looks really interesting. It's definitely very different, because I haven't really heard of, like, a 3D haunted house. And they have apparently really good special effects and always new animatronics. So definitely something you want to check out. Let's go to number 4. At number 4, we have House of Torment in Austin, Texas. And this haunted house has 3 attractions. One is called, just like something with realms colliding. And then one is about the coven, and then one is called like the slaughterhouse and feeding. But they have really cool special effects and stuff. It's number 4. Apparently very gory. It looks really awesome. I like the special effects a lot. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to hurry with these because I don't want this video to be too long. Let's go to number 3. Number 3, this one I've been wanting to go to, and that is Netherworld in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is just a giant haunted house. Has a ton of different attractions. It's just awesome as a whole. I don't even know how to describe it, but they have really cool makeup. They have very good costumes, amazing animatronics. Definitely unusual, very like unusual themes and stuff, different themes throughout the house, but it seriously looks awesome. Like, I don't know, I've just been wanting to go there for the longest time. So if you live in Atlanta, Georgia, you are lucky because 1, you are where The Walking Dead shoots. That is very lucky. And 2, you can go to Netherworld whenever you feel like it. So yeah, that is another great one. But let's go to number 2. Number 2, which I've heard of this one a lot. We have the 13th Gate in Baton Rouge. Is it Baton? Yeah, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I apologize for looking back and forth. Anyways, so this one, they have like the best makeup artists and stuff, over 200 actors for it. They have really good makeup, definitely, or costumes and stuff. But basically, there is 13 themed different areas throughout this haunted house, because 13th Gate, 13 themed different areas. It's about a 30-minute walk, it says. And yeah, it looks really good. I promise you. It's number 2. I know I'm not saying a lot about it, but it looks good. I would recommend it, definitely, just by the look of it. It seems awesome. But let's go to number 1. That's number 1 for the win. And again, this haunted house I've also been dying to go to. We have, in Spring City, Pennsylvania, Pennhurst Asylum. Now, this one I actually know a lot about, mostly because I did a ton of research on it. But Pennhurst Asylum used to be an actual asylum. Like, everything, like, this was literally a legitimate asylum turned into a haunted house. It has been on Ghost Hunters and another ghost show or 2. It's actually haunted. They do have this one long tunnel. There's no scares. It's just a really long and dark tunnel, and you're supposed to go through it to see if you find anything. But it's apparently haunted, and it's really awesome. And the haunted attraction, basically, it was a legitimate asylum. Like, this is like a legitimate story, I'm telling you. It was a legitimate asylum, and back when it was around, I think it opened up in 1908. I know so much. Actually, hang on. In my really weird journal or notebook of creepy horror things I collect, I actually have papers and notes on Pennhurst Asylum. Over 10,000 patients went in. A lot of the patients that went in there were either mentally retarded or autistic kids, because at that time, nowadays, we luckily have very good things for those kids, like, thank God, but back then they didn't and didn't respect that. Many patients were literally chained to metal cribs. Like, they would chain them to the cribs if they were misbehaving. Some patients got so desperate for, like, contact, because they would, like, lock people up and stuff. Like, they had a very huge lack of staff, but some patients got so desperate for contact they'd either injure themselves or, like, you kind of use the bathroom and stuff where they shouldn't have, and it was really dirty. And the patients, some of them got isolated for so long that when they finally were unisolated, they were, like, not the same. They were, like, traumatized. There was actually a lot of abuse there. It was really bad. Like, people were raped. there was even death happening, because most people, once they went into Pennhurst, they wouldn't get out. Yeah. Then they got a lawsuit in 1968 that closed officially in 1987. They have like buildings. There's tons of buildings there, underground tunnels. They still say haunted to this day. And apparently in the haunted tunnel there's certain ghosts you can see. But Pennhurst used to kind of be its own thing. But yeah, it was really bad. It was very messed up. It's very wrong. But now it is a haunted house, and it is very interesting. Because they are allowed to touch you in this one. The other ones I don't think they are, but this one they're allowed to touch you. But it's very interesting. I've spoken of this so much. But that is number 1, and that is it. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. It's been a very long video. I apologize. I'm going to try and make this outro really short. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot to know you like my content. Also, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of this video. Any of these haunted houses, you've been to them or want to go to them. Subscribe, because it is Happy Horror Queen, and I am making videos every single day this month. Website, queenofhorror.com. Go check it out. Have some of the best haunted houses on there, or my reviews on haunted houses. Also have Happy Horror Queen on there. Check that out. Instagram at HorrorLover13. SFX challenge right now. Go check it out for good Halloween costumes. That is it. Until tomorrow. Bye guys! And remember, always say goodbye.